Welcome to the breathtaking landscapes of Limpopo Province, South Africa, where wildlife thrives in harmony with nature. Join us as we explore the fascinating lives of some of the most iconic animals in this region. From the agile springbok to the majestic lion, let's dive into their life cycles, strengths, weaknesses, feeding and traveling patterns, lifespans, and their invaluable contributions to the ecosystem. Springbok. Our journey begins with the springbok, a symbol of agility and grace. Life cycle. Springboks are born after a gestation period of about 6 months. Calves are hidden by their mothers for the first few weeks to protect them from predators. Strengths and weaknesses. Known for their incredible speed, springboks can reach up to 80 km/h, 55 km/h, and perform unique pronking leaps. Their main weakness is their size, making them vulnerable to larger predators. Feeding and traveling patterns. Springboks primarily feed on grasses and leaves, and during dry seasons, they can survive on minimal water. They travel in herds, constantly moving to find fresh grazing areas. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Springboks live up to 10 years in the wild. They play a crucial role in the ecosystem by controlling vegetation and providing prey for predators. Nyala. Next, we encounter the elegant nyala, known for its striking appearance. Life cycle. Nyalas give birth after a 7-month gestation period. Calves are well hidden in dense vegetation shortly after birth. Strengths and weaknesses. Nyalas are skilled at camouflage and can blend seamlessly into their surroundings. However, their reliance on dense cover can be a disadvantage in open areas. Feeding and traveling patterns. They feed on a mixed diet of grasses, leaves, and fruits. Nyalas are generally sedentary, but may move short distances to find food and water. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Nyalas can live up to 16 years. They help maintain the balance of vegetation and serve as prey for large carnivores. Eagle. Soaring above the landscape, the eagle commands the skies. Life cycle. Eagles lay 1 to 3 eggs, and both parents take turns incubating them. Eaglets fledge after about 3 months. Strengths and weaknesses. With powerful talons and keen eyesight, eagles are formidable hunters. However, they face threats from habitat destruction and human activities. Feeding and traveling patterns. Eagles feed on small mammals, birds, and fish. They are known for their impressive migratory patterns, covering vast distances in search of food. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Eagles can live up to 30 years. As apex predators, they help control populations of smaller animals, maintaining ecological balance. Giraffe. Towering above the trees, the giraffe is an iconic figure of the African savanna. Life cycle. Giraffes have a gestation period of about 15 months, and calves are born standing up, ready to walk within hours. And weaknesses. Their height allows them to reach leaves that other herbivores cannot, but their long legs can be a disadvantage when drinking water. Feeding and traveling patterns. Giraffes feed on acacia leaves and other high vegetation. They travel in loose herds and can cover great distances in search of food. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Giraffes can live up to 25 years. They play a crucial role in shaping vegetation and providing food for predators and scavengers. Hippopotamus. Next, we plunge into the waters where the mighty hippopotamus resides. Life cycle. Hippos give birth to a single calf after an 8-month gestation. Calves are born underwater, but can swim immediately. Strengths and weaknesses. Hippos are known for their immense strength and aggressive nature. However, they are vulnerable to droughts and habitat loss. Feeding and traveling patterns. They are primarily nocturnal grazers, feeding on grasses at night and resting in water during the day. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Hippos can live up to 40 years. Their grazing habits help maintain the balance of grasslands, and their dung provides nutrients for aquatic ecosystems. Zebra. On the open plains, the striking zebra showcases its unique stripes. Life cycle. Zebras have a gestation period of about 12 months, and foals are able to stand and run within hours of birth. Strengths and weaknesses. Their stripes provide camouflage and confuse predators, but zebras are susceptible to diseases and predation. Feeding and traveling patterns. Zebras feed on a variety of grasses and travel in herds, often migrating to find fresh pastures. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Zebras can live up to 25 years. They play a vital role in grazing management and serve as prey for large carnivores. Vulture. First, let's take a closer look at the vulture, a critical player in maintaining the health of the ecosystem. Life cycle. Vultures typically lay 1 to 3 eggs, with incubation periods lasting between 40 to 60 days depending on the species. Both parents share incubation duties. Once hatched, the chicks are nurtured by both parents and fledge after 3 to 4 months. Juvenile vultures remain dependent on their parents for several more months as they learn essential survival skills. Strengths and weaknesses. Vultures are equipped with exceptionally keen eyesight and an acute sense of smell, enabling them to locate carrion from great distances. Their strong beaks are perfect for tearing through tough hides and muscle. However, they are highly susceptible to poisoning from carcasses treated with pesticides or contaminated with veterinary drugs, and they face habitat loss due to human encroachment. Feeding and traveling patterns. As obligate scavengers, vultures primarily feed on the carcasses of dead animals. They play a crucial role in the ecosystem by consuming decomposing matter that might otherwise spread disease. Vultures can travel vast distances in search of food, soaring on thermal currents to cover large areas with minimal energy expenditure. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Vultures can live up to 20 to 30 years in the wild. Their role as nature's cleanup crew is indispensable. By consuming dead animals, they prevent the spread of diseases and contribute to a healthier environment. This scavenging behavior also recycles nutrients back into the ecosystem, supporting plant growth and overall biodiversity. Elephant. Next, we delve into the world of the elephant, the gentle giants that roam the savannas and forests. Life cycle. Elephants have the longest gestation period of any land animal, lasting about 22 months. Calves are born weighing around 120 kilograms, 260 pounds, and are dependent on their mothers for milk and protection. Young elephants are nurtured within the safety of the herd, which comprises matriarchal family units. They reach sexual maturity at around 10 to 12 years for females and slightly older for males. Strengths and weaknesses. Elephants are renowned for their intelligence, strong social bonds, and memory. Their sheer size and strength allow them to manipulate their environment, such as by uprooting trees or creating water holes. However, these attributes also make them targets for poaching, primarily for their tusks. Additionally, they face significant threats from habitat destruction and human-wildlife conflict. Feeding and traveling patterns. Elephants are herbivores, consuming a varied diet of grasses, leaves, bark, and fruits. They need to consume vast quantities of food and water daily, which necessitates constant movement. Elephants travel in family groups, led by an experienced matriarch, and their migratory patterns are often dictated by the availability of food and water. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Elephants can live up to 60 to 70 years in the wild. As keystone species, they play a pivotal role in shaping their environment. By felling trees and trampling vegetation, they create pathways and clearings that benefit other wildlife. Their dung is rich in seeds and nutrients, promoting plant growth and maintaining the ecological balance. Lion. Lastly, we explore the life of the lion, often hailed as the king of the jungle, though they actually roam the grasslands and savannas. Life cycle. Lionesses have a gestation period of around 110 days, giving birth to litters of 1 to 4 cubs. Cubs are born blind and rely heavily on their mothers and other pride members for protection and nourishment. They begin to join the pride on hunts at around 6 months and are fully weaned by 1 year, although they remain with the pride until they are about 2 to 3 years old. Strengths and weaknesses. Lions possess tremendous strength, powerful jaws, and a cooperative hunting strategy, making them formidable predators. Their social structure, centered around the pride, provides mutual support and protection. However, lions face significant threats from habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and diseases such as canine distemper. Males also face constant challenges from other males seeking to take over prides, which can lead to infanticide. Feeding and traveling patterns. Lions primarily hunt large herbivores such as zebras, wildebeests, and buffaloes. They rely on teamwork, with lionesses usually performing the actual hunt. Lions are territorial and their prides occupy defined ranges, which they patrol regularly to ward off intruders. Their activity patterns are typically nocturnal or crepuscular, taking advantage of cooler temperatures to conserve energy. Lifespan and ecosystem contribution. Lions can live up to 12 to 15 years in the wild. As apex predators, they play a critical role in controlling the populations of large herbivores, thus preventing overgrazing and maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Their presence indicates a healthy environment as they require substantial prey populations and large territories to thrive. These animals all play unique and indispensable roles in the Limpopo province's ecosystem. From cleaning up the environment to shaping landscapes and maintaining the balance of nature,